Welcome to Crete. Cheers. Yes, the biggest I've ever seen in my life. Okay, we're heading through this really narrow streets of wherever we are. Okay, we're in heaven now.
Hold on tight, weary travelers, for our voyage onto Crete, Greece's largest island, promises not the whimsy of a fairy tale, but the exhilarating ride of a grand adventure. Brace yourselves as we embark on twisted roads and unpredictable twists of fate that await us on this thrilling expedition. Fear not the tumultuous winds, for they carry whispers of ancient stories and the promise of discoveries yet to unfold. Our journey is not cursed, but blessed with the anticipation of the unknown, where every curve in the road reveals a new chapter in our unfolding tale. And in this video, we are going to a 4,000-year-old Palace of Knossos. We're also going to be stopping by a local olive oil farm, as well as a wine tasting in the mountains of Crete. We end our trip in heaven, having a nice light lunch by the sea. So come along with us as we explore Crete, Greece. This is day 9.
The Palace of Knossos. We're out of here.
In our last video, we reveled in the beauty of serene Paros, a haven of kindness, tranquil harbors, and the delightful aroma of delicious coffee filling the air. That island embraced us with open arms, leaving us enchanted and grateful for the warmth of its people. However, as we stepped onto the shores of Crete for our latest adventure, a stark contrast awaited. The friendly winds that guided our journey through Paros seemed to lose their way as we encountered a less than pleasant cab driver and a rental car experience that left much to be desired. Our initial steps on Cretan soil were marred by these unexpected encounters, setting us off on a rocky start in a place where we had hoped would be as welcoming as beloved Paros. Yet, as any seasoned traveler knows, every destination has its highs and lows, and we're determined to navigate those challenges, hoping that Crete's true magic will soon reveal itself. First stop was at the magical Palace of Knossos, dating back 4,000 years.
Good morning, and we're here at Knossos, Palace of Knossos. We got ourselves a Freddo cappuccino, and it's actually one of the better ones we've had. Today didn't start off very well at all. We got a cab from the port, and the taxi driver was taking us to the wrong address. Turns out there were 2 locations, one by the airport and one in the city center. So we did that, and the guy was really rude to us. We got our car, we drove through the city, manual. Our car is manual, but we've made it to the palace now, and we're going to explore. So let's go, let's check it out. Crete so far, first impressions of Crete is it's a disaster. It's just people everywhere, crazy, rude. It's a city, so city life. Let's check this place out. I'm excited for all of the Minoan history we're going to see today. Here we have a bust of Arthur Evans, the man, the myth, the legend. He helped get it started and get the excavation going. Arthur Evans was credited as the guy who started the excavations in the 20th century. So he gets credit. There's also a Greek guy with the name around a Minoan, which these are the Minoans, seafaring civilization from thousands of years ago. So this is famous for the legend of the Minotaur because it's such an elaborate layout. It's almost like a maze, and they would put a person in and the Minotaur would find them, run around like a maze, kind of like a hunt. And but the one thing is they have like pretty intact, like the columns are still dyed the color from back then. You can see it's multiple layers, multiple levels, and a very intricate rock work, very intricate details, multiple levels of a palace. They say it was twice the size of the Louvre in Paris.
Piano, essential parts. So
Okay.
one
Piano noble. So we're at 1. There's a little placard over here I want to read.
The design of this included numerous rooms and corridors, creating labyrinthine structure that added to the complexity of this palace. Everywhere you looked, different levels and rooms. The walls of this palace were adorned with frescoes depicting various scenes of Minoan life, religious rituals, and one of the most famous is the Prince of the Lilies.
Coughing his life away. One thing that stands out to me is how beautiful this area is. Oh wow, look at this. Wow. They had like nice intricate windows and doorways to walk through. People were shorter back then, but imagine if you were like 5 foot or under 5 foot. Look at these paintings. So these are, they're famous for their paintings and frescoes and stuff. And the quality of this is amazing. I'm sure they've done some restoration, but still, the fact that it's still standing is just amazing to me. And it's a man holding a pot. This would be plenty entryway here. And then you see many layers going through, even stairs. We have stairs here. But the Minotaur was a man's body and the head of a bull, and that's who would run around the labyrinth, and they would be on the hunt. All legend, of course. It's gorgeous. 4,000 years old.
This palace played a crucial role in Minoan society as a central hub for administrative activities, trade, and likely ceremonies.
Poor group to move on. You see this one's not as red. It still has the color, and they say that all of the columns in its day were colored and dyed. So here you can see, compared to the other windows, this was all destructed over time. And those windows are intact over there. And these are kind of constructed, broken down a little bit. But look how thick this is. It's thicker than my hand. Probably maybe like 14 inches, 12 inches thick. Another column here. Still got the red pigment on it, but looks great. And then it's so smooth on the outside, but then there's like rocks on the inside. So they made their own cement. And multiple layers. Wow, look at down there, you can see there's like a bowl and big rocks, almost like a gathering area. And look at the red pigment here. So beautiful. So the story goes that the Minotaur, King Minos from the city, had this erected in order to entrap the Minotaur inside so that it wouldn't damage anybody. And anybody who entered would be stuck forever.
Walking in their footsteps, I found a profound connection to a greatness lost to time. Envisioning the salty breeze and the rhythmic hum of the sea that surrounded these magical seafaring ancients. As we explored the remnants of this advanced society, a sense of wonder and adventure filled the air, like the echoes of exploration still resonating through the ages. The faded grandeur of the Minoans is a gateway to a world where innovation pirouetted on the crest of every wave, encouraging us to dream, create, and set forth on our own enchanting journey. In the enduring magic of their legacy, there lies an irresistible call to embrace the spirit of exploration, and I find myself profoundly grateful to absorb this knowledge and walk in the shadow of these extraordinary ancients, whose legacy continues to inspire us to set sail into uncharted waters of our own imagination. Picture this, waking up in ancient Crete, where the Minoans infused daily life with friendliness and ingenuity. As the city came to life, families shared laughter over breakfast, and bustling marketplaces welcomed diverse cultures through their seafaring trade routes. Craftsmanship adorned the city in beautiful art, and in the evenings, communal festivals celebrated the joy of their existence. The Minoans, a society that embraced friendliness and creativity, left behind a legacy of warmth and profound appreciation for the art of living. I do want to point out that there is a lot of walking and elevation, so if you're coming here, be sure to bring your walking shoes. It's probably a moderate amount of walking and lots of steps.
What do you think?
Oh yeah.
These iconic columns are often referred to as the Minoan columns, and they're recognized for the unique architectural style. The Minoans, known for their advanced building techniques, utilize a distinctive design in their columns that set them apart from the classical Greek columns that came later on.
And we're walking into the throne room now. We have an elaborate floor here and a chair. Looks like that's the throne from 4,000 years ago. Probably took a lot to build that one, but it looks pretty. Oh, that's what we saw from above, the bowl. So this is the bowl from above where they would have ceremonies in here. Wow, really beautiful. And look at that door back there. The door is so elaborate, so beautiful. And there's some frescoes on the wall back there as well. And the throne.
It's important to note that while this is all very impressive, it's also one of the oldest civilizations I've ever stepped foot on. Really in my life on this planet here.
Little fire escape plan. Careful, watch your step. Wow. How about the columns?
La plante sacrée de Minoan dans cette grande justement renaissance, tandis que l'animal c'est l'animal.
So you can kind of see the wandering path through there. Wow, look how far down it goes. This is the central court, and most Minoan palaces had a central court. You can see how beautiful the columns are. And then look at the staircases. They're so intricate, like just so sharp. The right angles are so perfect. Look at this over here.
That's right. That's right.
Also some peacocks here, laying down in the grass, or whatever, the dirt. And then they have some wineries, because we're in wine region. Wow, now look at that line. Thank God we did that early. Whew, that would have been a disaster.
Our taxi cab driver's right there.
Oh yeah? And that's the Palace of Knossos. We're out of here. Came, we saw, we experienced. Now for some wine. All right, we've made it to Ellis Olive Oil. We're gonna go and taste and see the olive oil tree looks very nice.
And eat this, the green small olives.
Oh wow.
From these olives, we produce our olive oils. And we produce three types. The first type is the gold. It's an extremely early harvest olive oil. We harvest it at the end of October. So the olives are very green. And in this phase, the olives has a lot of flavors. and a lot of vitamins and phenols. This olive oil has a lot of very high compounds of polyphenols,
Oh.
and for this reason, chosen by 2 universities to take part in clinical trials for multiple sclerosis, multiple sclerosis. I don't know if I said.
Psoriasis, the
Yes.
itching.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Bitter and spice taste, and that it's because it has a lot of vitamins. For this reason, it's very bitter and spicy. The second type, it's the premium. It's also early harvest, but we harvest it at November, at the middle of November and the start of November. So the olives are in the middle ripening stage. There's half of them are green, and the half of them are green and purple. It's in the phase that it starts to be black. So in this phase, the olives has very strong flavors, but it's also a little spicy and bitter, but not like the first, it's softer. It has very low acidity, and it's very good for salad. For green salad, for tomato, with cheese, it's the best. And the third type, but I don't have anymore because it's finished for the season, it's the Ellis Farm, that it's a flat olive oil, it's a classic olive oil. And you can use it for cooking, for everything you want. We harvest it at December, January, so then the olives are black. It's in the last ripening stage. So in this phase they have a lot of juice, a lot of olive oil inside, but they don't have so much flavors and vitamins. It's softer, it's a classic olive oil. If you want, you can taste it.
Yes.
It would be great.
1 minute to prepare it. So it has a bitter and spice taste, but also has a lot of vitamins and phenols, and for this reason, chosen by 2 universities to take part in clinical trials for multiple sclerosis. Okay? And now... Hello. First of all, you have to smell, and after drink. Yes. I will explain if I can in English. So, if we put it in bigger cans, you need a lot of time to finish it. So in this way, the olive oil will lose the flavors and the vitamins soon, very soon.
Depends on who.
Look, I have a lot of customers from the United States, and they buy bottles. And for this time, they don't tell me that happened something. I think that you don't have problem. Also, if you want to buy to order,
And I harvest 5-6 thousand kilos a week.
this olive oil is very good for salad, for green salad, or with tomatoes. Yes.
Kilos. And how many liters?
How many 8 kilos?
2,000?
8
It's buttery.
Oh, no, it's
Yeah, but it has like a buttery.
3,090.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
it's different taste. It's from the same variety olives, but only differentiation. It's the ripening stage.
That's what I put in the end.
I will bring you what gives a lot of vitamins and a lot of flavors. This olive oil we harvested at the it depends the weather. Then the olives are very black.
Sisters and his cousins are there. Yeah.
But here,
Yeah, I got you.
of early harvest or another. This is green because harvest very early. Okay.
Never had a
Is
small olive like
a
that.
few days begin for the how strong and big taste is.
inside in this small
Ooh. It almost has a wine flavor to it. I like that. I'll go on. How about this one here? Policala? Orea. 10 out of 10. We're all done with the olive oil tasting. We're on to wine tasting.
No, yeah, we tried not to buy the store. Okay. So I owe you 34, she said.
Yes, the biggest I've ever seen in my life. The biggest cabbages.
not so big. I have
What? The biggest. Wow. Yasas. Kitty counter. Kitty counter. You don't go under my car, please. All right, we made it to our next location, Iidia Winery, and it's raining.
Yesterday and today were the first 2 days where it started to cool down a little bit. When we got here.
Okay, so far this is my favorite. Try this one. Iidia ghee. Oh wow, that's good. Still my favorite. Try that one.
That's one.
Yamas. This is really nice. Almost like pineapple.
Yours had a lot of cherries in it. It tastes like.
Yeah, it's good. This one, my favorite. The Hestia. Hestia, is that how you say it? Hestia.
And it's pure Kotsifali, 100%. Here you are. Kotsifali is the grape.
Oh, never heard of that.
Yes,
Wow.
it's a pure Cretan grape.
Very nice.
Okay. So, would you like to start from here?
Sure.
Perfect.
Oh, wow, nice color.
I think that you will understand the variety at the second wine when in the barrel, so it's more complete. Okay. So this one for you, sir, is Estia. Estia is single varietal wine. The variety is called Mandilari. It's a pure Cretan grape with very intense color and less alcohol, more acidity. That's the characteristics. We call it Estia because it used to mean home in ancient Greek. Now if you say Estia or Estia, is like a band. It's 60-40, the percentage. It's the most common Cretan red blend.
This one is called Ocean. Estia. I like that one.
Or Estia.
Estia. You try this one? Okay, we made it to our second winery, Dulufakis Winery, and you can see we are in wine country.
We never made it in because they required reservations, so we left.
Okay, we have a beautiful horse next door. We are now taking photos. We're in a village. We're in Agios something. Very nice. Yasu horse. Okay, we're heading through this really narrow streets of wherever we are. The town of Dufakis Winery. Oh,
Scilia. Oh, poor puppies. Poor puppies.
Dan, what did you think about Crete?
Okay, so, no, seriously, they were rude. Compared to yesterday in Paros, they were rude. I mean, not everybody was rude, but it just gave me bad vibes. And, you know, I just think it's even more crowded than expected. I don't know if I would come back here, but if I did, I would probably go to Hania. But now, we're heading to Heaven Beach, because I need to be in heaven right now after all the crazy driving in the city. They drive on the shoulder here. Not sure why. Okay, we arrived at Heaven Beach. Last stop of the day before we bring the rental car back. We're gonna get some lunch, I think. The winery was really fun, but I have to say that if you come to Crete, pick 1 to 2 things or 3 things max and do that, because it's a large city to navigate. It is raining though now, but we're gonna still go to see it.
One for the resting, for the adjusting, one for the tired hands, one for the letdowns.
Heaven Beach has a plethora of items on the menu, from snacks to main entrees. Very delicious.
Alright, it is raining, but I wanted to come out here just to get the sign of heaven here. It looks very nice. Looks like a very nice beach, and I think we would have really enjoyed it, but instead we have some rain. So then we look down there.
We also got some bao buns and souvlaki, and then also free dessert at the end, which was really delicious. But those bao buns, wow. And the coffee, as usual, the whole trip has been spectacular. This did seem like a more laid back atmosphere and filled with locals.
Alright, well that was our day in Crete. We spent some time, we left Heraklion, we went to the Palace of Knossos, we went and tried some Greek olive oil, Cretan olive oil. We also had some wine, some red and white wine, and we got to see Heaven Beach. So, good time. Not sure it was my favorite, but it is a challenge. If you come to Crete, try and just keep it to a minimum, like 2-3 stops somewhere. Make sure you have a plan and go from there. But if you enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, dudes.
Our journey through the captivating history of Crete has been a testament to the resilience and discovery. Just like the twists and turns in the ancient labyrinthine corridors of the Palace of Knossos, our exploration inevitably had its challenges. However, much like the Minoans who thrived on this island, we persevered and found ourselves on a rewarding path of knowledge and understanding. From the grandeur of the Palace of Knossos to the vibrant streets of Heraklion, the rich history and culture leaves an indelible mark. So as we bid farewell to this remarkable island, let us appreciate the resilience that echoes through the ancient ruins and embrace the positive note which our journey concludes. Thank you for joining us on this adventure through the ages in the heart of the Mediterranean. And in our next video, we are traveling to one of our favorite destinations of this trip, the Grand Santorini. We'll see you on the cliffs of the Caldera.
But it's feeling right. Just take a chance, we got a wild ride. Wait and see, you and me, we were meant to be.
We went and tried some Greek olive oil, Cretan olive oil. We also had some wine, some red and white wine, and we got to see Heaven Beach. So all in all, good time. Not sure it was my favorite, but it is a challenge. If you come to Crete, try and just keep it to a minimum, like 2-3 stops somewhere. Make sure you have a plan and go from there. But if you enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, dudes.